5 of us this time.
There's so many of us on this birthday celebration.
Lurth Day.
The Lurth Day.
Oh, I love our Lurth
The
Day.
14th Lurth Day.
It's where we have to plant trees or something.
What did you say,
Yeah,
Beige?
turn off our lights for
That
now.
we all look old enough to sneak into a convenience store and try to buy porn?
That was Cameron.
That was the website is now.
Yeah, the
there you
website
go.
is now 14.
Yeah, totally looks old enough to buy porn, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Echo.
I did that when I was 17. I went into an airport convenience store.
An airport?
Yeah, I was
Well,
in an
because they'll never be able to catch you.
Right, exactly. You just
and
abscond.
if they did catch you, you could just fly away.
Yeah, this is like because once you're past security, it's international borders, right? And so you can do anything.
That's no. Were you with your parents?
I love the kid logic.
Yeah, it's anarchy in there.
Yeah.
Were you with your parents?
No.
What were you doing at an airport at 17? I'm like.
Sorry, you went through security to buy Smile.
No, I went through security to fly on an airplane to another location.
But you're
While
like-
I was there, I was like, I wonder if I could.
Were you flying by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you were unfettered.
Okay.
By
You know what the worst
parental
part was?
supervision.
Is that I was getting onto a plane to go back, and as I got on the plane, I was in line with a friend of my parents, and I was like,
That's awkward.
keep this hidden.
Did they see you with like?
No, it was in my bag.
Big titty hustlers. or whatever?
Did you join the Mile High Rub?
No, did not.
I've always wondered about that because they sell that in the convenience stores at airports. And I'm
Yeah.
like, who's buying this and just like sitting on a long haul flight just mad the whole time?
Getting angry.
It's like I'm so
Yeah, how would you like to
so
be?
strong. It hurts.
How?
Get
I've
onto
never
one of those
actually
little.
noticed the pornography in airport. I mean, I don't look.
I don't
for
think
it.
there is as much of it anymore.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah.
But you get onto like a 6 or 7 hour flight in like not that big, in a plane where it's just like 2 per row.
Yeah.
And beside you on the window side, if you sits down like a 17-year-old kid and just pulls out a porno mag.
Yeah.
It pulls out a copy of Score.
Yeah.
Right.
There's gonna be a long ass flight.
And you glance over and you're like, aren't you 17? It's like, how did you figure that out?
Yeah. There's or just can you just imagine sitting down next to anybody who, while you pull out your book, they pull out like a copy of like Anal Blasters or
It's
something.
like, this is going to be
And
a
then
rough trip for both of us.
seriously and intently read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like go through the articles.
Yeah.
He's just like very thoughtful.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought this copy of Ass Blasters from Outer Space was the rebranding of Omni.
Yeah.
That was actually when we were going from New York down to from Boston down to New York back after like PAX East 1 or 2 or whatever.
1.
There's the little bus that goes between
The Bolt bus.
the Bolt bus.
Oh, yeah.
And
That was supposed to have Wi-Fi.
I was sitting there, and I guess maybe because the Wi-Fi wasn't working, in front of me, I could see like through the gap in the seats
Oh, yeah.
that the people in front of me had like a laptop and were just straight up watching porn.
Wow.
But what was
The
weird?
bus.
It appeared as if like the guy was watching porn, but the woman beside him like wasn't like didn't know each other.
Oh, Jesus.
But then just sort of started watching it as well because that was what was on.
What the fuck?
That's what
It's
every
kinda-
time you're on a bus, you always end up watching the movie that's there, right?
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh.
It's kind of hard to
watching?
it's hard to gauge
Well.
relationships by just looking at the back of the heads through a
Yeah.
little slit between the
Well, I guess I'm watching
seats.
this now.
But that was the impression I got.
Now I'm trying to come up with a good.
Came in 20 minutes late and I lost the story.
Yeah. Well, it's like, hey, do you
Well, see-
imagine you're
Wait,
sitting
what's her
there on the
motivation?
bus, and it's like you realize the person next to you is not watching Harry Potter. They're watching like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Poon or something like that.
Oh, the triple X parody.
The story is that they
can't-
really love this lemon tree. And these lemon stealing sluts have come by to steal all the lemons. So they have to punish them.
It's only uproariously funny because it's real. God damn it.
How about just a writer's room with like people trying to write porn plots?
Oh, man.
Also,
Look, we need to come up with a sequel to Rumple Foreskin 3D.
do we call it Rumple 5-Skin in 4D?
Yeah.
What's
with
the fourth
Rumple-
D?
That doesn't
I don't
even-
know, just a
Rumple
fourth
5
dick.
Skin
Doesn't even make
and the
sense,
4Ds.
Tyler.
After the box office success of Rumple Foreskin Uncut.
You know what just came into public domain?
No.
Quigley Down Under.
Well, shit, we can't even change the title.
We don't need to. Oh dear.
Also, I know most people like to get souvenirs of all the places they go. I just like to buy regional porno.
Regional porno.
Is there a lot of localization in porno?
If only there was. Oh well.
Like,
That's what the internet was supposed to bring to us, right? It's supposed to bring this kind of like highly local type of.
Yeah, but instead it's just resulted in a global hegemony of American pornography, I guess.
Sorry, VM Kid.
Way to use hegemony.
Wait,
Thank you.
Sorry, just this.
I'm saving that one up.
This one from VM Kid.
I'm impressed.
Today's in-flight movie is Anime Titties 4 Jiggle Harder. We'll be arriving in Sydney at about 4:18 p.m. local time. Just
like, oh,
It's like, oh,
Well,
damn
there's.
it.
I mean, now
like, not
now
this
they.
again.
The last time I was on a plane, they had the thing where it's like you just hook up your tablet to their system, and
Yeah.
there's like a whole selection of movies.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if just like in like a hotel, there's always the like
The Skinamax channel. or
the like
whatever.
adult channel of like adult movies that are in around the same era as the N64 controller that they always have in a hotel room.
yeah. I'm glad they have started doing that because I had a I was on a flight once, can't remember where it was, but the in-flight movie was Catch Me If You Can, which is great. It's the Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks movie about it's sort of like based on the true story of the.
Frank Darabont.
we're
yeah.
getting into.
Thank you, Frank Darabont. Sorry.
Involves him impersonating a pilot.
Yeah. But
It's kind
Are you
of funny
sure?
on a plane.
for some reason, there were the whole movie was subtitled in Hebrew, which is fine. I do not care. I can just ignore the subtitles. But the problem is now I'd already seen Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
But the problem is that they subtitle all the dialogue, but there are actual at the end of the movie there's actual on-screen text, right? There's the like, and then he went on to do this,
Right.
and that text was only in Hebrew. So if you were watching the movie, it just ends on this long tracking shot of Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio with no explanation of how it ended. And it's just like, oh, that's kind of I was like, I hope this isn't someone's first time seeing it.
It's like I saw Finding Dory. I saw a Russian version of Finding Dory.
Yeah.
And the audio track was in English. I guess it was from like a Russian DVD where alternate audio or maybe
yeah,
somebody
yeah, yeah.
just.
Which part was Russian?
So the only reason why I knew it was a Russian thing is any text because
Was Cyrillic?
because it's CG.
Right.
Like
The local
it wasn't just overlaid like the Monterey Bay Aquarium, like like the sign in the movie
Yeah.
was actually in Cyrillic.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, they actually had gone in and done a new like actual model.
There's a one of those like YouTube top 10 lists that I saw that was like localization changes in Pixar movies, and one of them is like examples like that in
Ratatouille.
Inside Out.
Yeah.
There's a scene where the girl's eating broccoli, and in Japan it was changed to edamame, and it was like they changed that food regionally for some reason.
Or like the list in Captain America 2,
Yeah.
where he's been given the list of things to check out that he's missed in the last 60 years.
Yeah, and they're different regionally as
Yeah.
well.
Really?
And then,
Really?
yeah, and then also in Zootopia, there's the news anchors. There's like a koala for like in Australia. There's like
Oh, because Peter Moosebridge was the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, Peter Moosebridge was in the U.S. one as
Yes.
well, but the newscaster changes depending on. Yeah, it was a panda in China, and yeah, it was all
That's
sort of
cool.
like regional
I like
animals.
that. I
I
like
should
that.
see Zootopia. Apparently it's good.
That was good.
I
I
saw
liked it.
I saw a great interview with Jack Black. he was doing a press junket for the Chinese release of Kung Fu Panda, which he is not in. Kung Fu Panda's voice is done by Jackie Chan in China.
Ah.
So he's not physically in it, obviously, because it's a CG movie, and also his voice is not in it.
Why the hell was he on the press junket?
And yet they still wanted him to he kind of goes like, okay, I can come. Like he was as confused as everybody else as to why he was there, but everyone wanted to
Doesn't Jackie Chan
wanted to see him.
I hear he does all his own voices.
In the North American version, doesn't Jackie Chan do the voice in English of the master?
Or the monkey or something? Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, they should have just traded roles.
I'm so confused.
I'm pretty sure that,
Jackie Chan does Monkey's voice in the English version.
Yeah.
Or the Mantis?
Or the
one of them. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure
Monkey.
that,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure but it's so that they got Jack Black to go around on the press junket, even though his voice is not in the movie, because it's the translated version.
Honestly, I would assume that the person who was in charge of booking the press junket just was like, okay, here's all the press junket, and just booked everything for everybody, not realizing Jack Black wasn't in the Chinese version.
No, I think it actually, I think it is actually a thing where it's just, people like to see the star.
Yeah, right.
Right.
But he's not in it at all.
Even if you're not, but it's like but it's probably a lot of the advertisements they'd seen of it mentioned Jack Black.
Yeah.
Because if you had seen like an American advertisement for it. Anyway.
I imagine it's probably a prestige thing, where it's like, we have all these American stars who are coming in to be a part of our thing. So
that does actually go over very well in the Chinese movie market. Anyway, what are we talking about?
I did like the idea of a bunch of people coming up with porno plots.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Back to that.
It's the first idea we've had.
Yeah. So
We have been talking for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about the idea of 14th birthday. And then, for some reason, the only thing anybody could think of involving 14th birthdays was that's when you go get porn.
Or get illegally hammered for the first time?
Sure.
Crapshot idea. This is from
I don't know.
from NDSB in the chat. Crapshot idea introducing Bong, the all-new search engine. Just write your search query on a piece of paper, smoke it, and the search results will come to you in a wave of euphoria.
I like that.
It's like, does it work? I don't give a fuck.
What was it searching for again?
I don't remember.
It's the website's 14th birthday. It can now go put vodka in a Slurpee.
Dang.
What was stopping it before?
Cameron and I grew up in Prince George.
Yep. That's a thing only people in Prince George do.
Yeah.
I
No
mean,
one else has
when
ever
I
thought
moved to
to do that.
Vancouver, and I was like, I can't remember which friends I was hanging out with. It's the people I was friends with in Vancouver, and like they moved away, so we're not like in touch as much anymore. But I was definitely like, hey, we want to just go for a walk around the seawall. We can go get some Slurpees and put some vodka in it because we were trying to have kind of a debauched day, but not really. And they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what do you mean, what the fuck? That's a thing that you do. You put vodka in a Slurpee. And they're like,
It seems
So
perfectly logical. Like,
none of the adults will know.
we wanted to do some day drinking. I was in my 20s.
Paul got pulled over Not pulled over. Paul got stopped. You were in high school?
Yeah,
And the cops were like, what you got in those Slurpees?
Yeah, one time
Slurpee.
we used to do these like all-night parties at high school, but like super, because we were all like good kids, I guess. They were like not, we were just
Party
like,
is a strong
we would just
term.
like watch movies and play video games and eat pizza and stuff, but we
Yeah.
would like
Oh,
stay up
man.
all night.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so we would go out at like 3 a.m. to like Max or 7-Eleven or whatever
to carbo load for the rest of the evening.
yeah. And so we end up and we were in this neighborhood that was like, I guess, very uptight about stuff. And so there's like, maybe 8 kids, teenagers walking along, being kind of rowdy at like 3 a.m. with like Slurpees and all this stuff, right? Cop car pulls in front of us in like, because we're walking along the sidewalk. Pulls in front of us in the driveway in front of us. Another cop car pulls in the driveway behind us. A third cop car boxes us in, like, so they have a full box. And then they get out and they're like, what do you guys got there? We're like, these are actually Slurpees.
It's like, root beer, do you want some?
So Slurpees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Victoria's hard up for crime.
That's
it
Oak Bay.
It turns out that
I understand.
We just got these new cop cars and we got to use them.
Come on.
There's a
They
municipality.
didn't even give you a line about how, like, oh, there's been a break-in. They reported 3 teenagers that match your description.
For
That's
some
what we
reason,
always
He like
got.
pushes a gun into your
For
hand.
some
It's
reason,
like,
the
"He's scared of
municipality-
bees."
For some reason, the municipality of Oak Bay has its own police department, and they spend most of their time. They spend the vast majority of their time giving teenagers liquor tickets. The
Like-
rest of their time is probably
Wait, is that
probably
is that,
breaking up domestic.
is that like
disputes.
drink tickets that you get at a party to
No.
to go to?
No.
No, being underage.
So you emit one and you go to like a holding cell.
Driving in circles and becoming dizzy and irate.
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway,
it's too bad Andy
mean, is
isn't
there
here.
anything,
we could
like-
we could revisit his character from the writing room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
is there anything else like 14 that is not underage drinking or underage pornography?
I only
Getting a
remember-
job in the mill.
Yeah,
I
learner's
only
permits.
remember being shitty when I was 14. I have no other memories.
You could work for less than minimum wage.
Yeah?
I mean, I did.
I mean,
I think you still can,
Can't-
technically.
I got
Can't
a
you
job-
drink as a teenager? Not
Not
legally.
legally. Not
Where
legally.
are you from? You can in
Europe,
the
probably?
in the privacy of your own home.
You are physically
You're-
able to ingest alcohol.
Your
Yeah.
parents are allowed to give you stuff at like a party or whatever.
Black tar heroin? What?
Come on, Billy.
Welcome to the jungle, Billy.
Yeah, what do I remember about being 14? Learning what hot knifing was.
Wow. What's hot knifing?
Oh, from Denmark.
It's where,
Oh,
it's where
okay.
you have.
What's the drinking age in
It's
Denmark?
where you have.
Is there a drinking
two,
age in
butter
Denmark?
knives
I don't know.
And like a butane torch or something like that, and you get the butter knives real hot, and then you stick some marijuana in between the two of them, and then you like. It's basically like a really, really, really ghetto vaporizer essentially, because it sort of like immolates the marijuana immediately, and then you inhale the smoke.
Huh.
I met a guy when I was 14 who went to my high school who would go to the forest and had like a hot knife kit that he would bring to school. And
Oh my God.
I know.
like with a butane torch, we always just stuck them between the burners on
Oh
on
no,
a
this was
stove.
a portable hot knife kit.
Oh, okay.
He was very organized. I think
good.
he went
Okay.
into like
But-
he went into the trades and is like a very successful person now because he's always very handy.
Right.
There was a
I like
guy-
really
portable,
shitty dabbing.
He's really organized, but not enough to actually just get the thing to do it properly.
Yeah. Well,
There was a
It's-
guy in my school who said he was a Satanist and brought a knife to school.
How did that go over?
Not great.
Wait, is that the same guy that my
He
sister ended up dating?
bathed in the ocean, yeah.
Oh gosh.
in the ocean?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
High school's weird.
Yeah.
If
All sorts of people.
You bathe after the ocean.
No, if you bathe in the ocean, you can concentrate your natural energies better. My sister dated this guy briefly, and I think even she was confused as to why it was happening.
well,
That was weird. Whereas
it
my
for-
sister's awful boyfriend comes home, and you're like, oh my god, I know that guy from high school.
Yeah, no, you showed me a picture, and I was like, holy crap, that guy? And I was like, let me tell you about the day he brought a knife to school. Nothing happened. It was just like
Just wanted to
it was
be
it was ceremonial, you understand.
though
he really-
that's almost lamer.
Though he no, dude, it was really lame.
That's
He didn't want
super
anyone
bad.
to take it away from him. He wasn't like threatening anybody with it. He just wanted to have it on his belt. And they were like,
You can't just literally bring a chip on your shoulder.
Also, like, some people have
it was very big and like curvy.
I don't appreciate that some people actually do carry ceremonial knives for religious purposes, and him, like, sort of
Just
making fun
deciding.
from-
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I think
Isn't
the cloak helped sell the bait.
Wow.
This was once. This was only once.
That's amazing.
isn't
Maybe it was a whole day.
Nice slow roll on the cloak. by the way. Thank you. That's
No problem.
perfect.
in Alberta? Isn't
man.
it 14 for driving?
Yeah. Learner's permit.
I think in Saskatchewan as well. When you need to, like,
Unless you live on a farm in Saskatchewan, you're allowed to drive on private property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So you
Bury
can drive a
the
tractor or
lead.
pickup truck around.
I don't know. I think knife is the lead there.
Yeah.
No, well, I don't know.
Cloak!
I know. I think actually slow rolling the cloak is the better
perfect,
joke.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's not bearing the lead.
No.
That's-
I don't think we
man.
need a crap shot about a confused teenager.
No.
Congratulations, the website's now 14 years old. You know what that means? It's time to drop out of grade 9 and go get a job at the mill.
What was grade 9? Like, what?
Wait,
What was
you-
your childhood like?
Well, that's
Wait, you
about-
finished grade 9 when you're 13? Not in my hometown.
No, like,
This is good. I like
Cam
this.
is not not joking that about grade 9 is when a certain type of kid would just give up and get a job.
Well, grade 9 is the earliest that you can.
Yeah, your family needs you to support
Wait, there's a
them.
grade you're allowed to drop out from?
Yeah, you can. You have to finish you have to be of a certain age in order to leave.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a certain age, below a certain age, like, the cops will theoretically come and, like,
And return you.
physically take you to school.
Yeah, for being
After
fluent.
grade 9, they don't care.
It's funny because like in Alberta, I was under the impression that it was you had to finish grade 10 and then you were allowed to just leave. And I'm
Yeah.
not even sure if that's true in Alberta. It might have only been you had to finish grade 9 and then you could leave. But
Most kids tried to stick it out to grade 10. But
Yeah.
like the kids who knew that they had no hope of doing anything and already like drank and did drugs would just go and get a job.
This was, we had
You could also, I think you
roofing.
could also get into
down
college
here in the city. We had a
for
different
vocational training.
Grade 10.
different experiences down here. It was not a common thing. I did not hear about anyone being like, "Well, that's grade 9." Later,
they kept them a secret from you. They didn't want to
Well,
discourage
there's-
you from going to school.
well, there's also not a mill.
yeah,
That's fair. Multiple mill jobs, right?
Yeah.
Drop out of grade
Yeah.
9, go get a job in the mill making.
It's
like-
Miller time.
15 bucks
Victoria
an hour.
low on
Shoveling
mills.
sawdust.
Yeah.
I mean, for a 9th grader,
Yeah.
it was a lot of money.
you have a shipyard though.
Think of all the vodka you could buy.
Throw them in your Slurpees.
And Slurpees.
Put them right in your slurpees. Slurpoos?
Slurpoos.
Sleep and
Like,
slurpees.
man, this vodka's good, but these Slurpees, the prices are killing me.
It's like $1.40.
What's the response to this?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and get a job in the mill? No? Question mark. And then another thing, what else do you do when you're 14?
Time to put vodka in
Or-
the Slurpee.
Or something about, like, what would be the equivalent of the mill for a website?
I mean,
A content mill.
yeah.
time to work for an aggregator.
Start actually answering all those emails that I keep getting sent being like,
Hey, we'd like to put an article on your blog.
Yeah.
I mean,
Would
like,
you?
like
We are
three
the
things
number
would be
one
like-
source for articles about dogs.
The 3 beats would be like, well, the website's 14. What does that mean? Well, it's like, it's probably old enough to buy pornography now, and just have somebody like quietly, you're like, yes, now, and quietly close a web browser.
Bitcoin mines.
Yeah, it's like, it's probably old enough to drink surreptitiously. Actually, we already do have the kegerator. Huh. Okay.
Are we bad parents?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's good, that's good.
I wish we had like some sort of way to represent the entire website, like sitting on a street corner, like just smoking.
It'd have to be just the Commodore itself.
just sitting there with a cigarette hanging out the front of its grill, just like somebody walks past it, pivots like, "Hey, fuck you!
Can I have some money?
Give me money."
Like an iPad with the homepage on it. Could
Oh
work.
yeah.
Just imagine the guy in the like shop. It's like, "Are you sure you're like 18?"
Oh, wait,
the
wait,
iPad
wait,
just
wait.
falls
Can
off.
I throw in a 14-year-old girl thing that you do? This
Yeah.
is very
No,
specific.
please.
It's like get into writing fan fictions and write 100,000 shameful words about your OC.
That's good. I like that.
100,000 shameful words is a great phrase.
100,000 shameful grammatically, like with
Tortured.
Like, yes, grammatically tortured words. I don't know. Shameful is such as like a.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Yes,
encapsulates it nicely.
The stuff that like lays the foundation for your better work later, but you just never want to look at again.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to write 100,000 words without getting better, right?
Oh no.
Don't stop writing.
As a side, there's a suggestion for the chat. I don't know if I don't think it actually works for this, but it's a completely other crab shot. The idea of somebody working at the mill, but they're just like sitting at like a desk in like a cubicle with a giant millstone on their table, like on their desk,
And they're typing on a keyboard.
It's like a mill office job.
That's a really good visual gag.
Yeah.
My favorite experience of seeing these, I had a job where I took kids from a halfway house on the weekend, and we would go work at a mill,
Oh wow.
just doing like cleanup and shutdown. But I remember one of the rooms, because it was a planer mill, with one of the planers on the other side, like the block of cedar would come in, or the block of whatever, and it would get planed down. And there was a steel door opposite the planer
Oh dear.
with a dent in it,
Oh no.
the shape of a block of wood. From where a block of wood had been like stuck, and somebody had been like, "I'll give her, get the rebar," and you're just like, poke, 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 whee!
Everyone stand back.
Yep. It's like, well, we don't want to shut it down because then it has to warm up again.
When I was 14, I would just stay at home and play video games. Yeah, pretty much same.
I mean,
Fake
that's-
sick.
That might be our exit.
I remember doing.
actually
No, I
just
mean,
really like
Are We
RV.
Bad Parents is a really good
yeah.
thing. I remember like the last day of
Can you see that for a second?
the last day of classes in like grade 10 or something before the summer vacation. I was like you know how it's like as an adult, it's like I'm gonna go home and like get a beer and just chill out and watch Netflix or whatever, right? This was like, I don't have school tomorrow. I'm gonna stay up until 3
Yep.
playing Breath of Fire.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, and now it's like I don't want to stay up until 3.
Playing Breath of Fire.
Well,
I wanna
I
stay
do
up
like Breath
until-
of Fire.
So 3 playing Density.
It was FF3 when I was in high school.
Oh, you mean thick?
No.
Oh, he next leveled me! Fucking shit, dude. Where'd you get a
Crushed.
Famicom?
It was re-released by then.
On the DS?
Yeah, I think so. The DS, the complete remake of Final Fantasy IV that was all in 3D and everything, it was super cool. That came out in 2006.
Yeah.
That was 11 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you do the writing thing on the bottom? Well, we
time
have.
doesn't
So
stop.
this is taken from a Google Doc, and Paul has used magic to make it. I don't actually know. How did you do this?
Secret.
Magic.
Yes!
There we go.
Magicals.
It's the Google Doc. So the Google Doc web page is embedded into the website, and then there's a custom style sheet applied to it, so that it
To make the background like
makes
green.
it all the same color and the background is just clear,
Oh.
or actually light semi-transparent black,
Right.
and like the text is all white and bold instead of whatever font it actually is supposed to be. Also, my favorite part though is how it tracks where you are typing.
Yeah, with the cursor.
Yeah. So Google Docs has a thing where if you click on the person's little portrait up in the top right, in the top right
Yeah.
where it shows who's editing the document, if you click on their portrait, it jumps you to that spot in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just a little script that just continually clicks on the portrait up in the top right.
I didn't know that's how
Are
you
we
did it.
big
That's
hacks,
amazing.
big
Are we
hacks.
DDoSing Google Docs?
Cool technology.
Sometimes the ugly
Andreas.
hacks
Wait,
work.
2006 wasn't 11 years ago. Oh no.
My Tamagotchi!
Oh dear.
Paul has a piece of glass just below the screen that he furiously writes on with a grease pen. He has very good handwriting.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, could start an AO3 account and write 100,000 shameful words about its OC. No, but how will it ever totally misunderstand how sex works?
Nice.
Somebody opens a laptop and is like, guessed your username. Just spends the rest of the Crapshoot kind of engrossed.
Actually,
And then just, damn, Kathleen.
That's not bad.
response to that,
Yeah.
Alex opens the laptop back up.
Yeah.
I have some thoughts.
So when does the actual pregnant pause come in?
Well, no, then
No.
it's.
No, you
Opens
can't get
laptop
pregnant in fanfiction.
Oh, I see. Unless it's part of the fanfic.
That's a
Unless it's
filthy
one of those
lie.
fucking M-preg ones.
Yeah!
No!
That's a lie.
Oh, the worst.
Isn't that the new Metal Gear creator game?
Is it Mpreg game? What?
No.
Kind of.
Maybe.
Sort of? Maybe?
You know what? I'm going to give
I-
it to Kojima. I'm just not going to give it to a 16-year-old girl. I just don't, I don't want to read
Wasn't
it.
that the joke? It was Walking Dead Mpreg?
Oh, Death Square
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
it is.
Death
yeah.
Stranding.
Yeah.
Death Stranding,
Yeah, thank
yeah.
you.
I mean, if it is, I'm even more excited to play it.
I mean, that would be a better use of the Walking Dead franchise.
Got him.
Yeah. Oh, dunks.
Who says this?
Donks.
Cameron?
James?
James?
Maybe. I mean, depending how many of us we want to put in here. Maybe actually, I think Alex.
For this line?
Yeah.
Wait, that's Norman Reedus' baby? Nobody knows.
No one knows anything.
All the visuals that have been released from Death Stranding are
Don't mean anything.
completely bonkers.
Like, he could probably release an entirely different game and insist that it was related.
Well, I mean, it is like also Kojima is known for trolling people with trailers and stuff
Yeah.
for games.
As it
Norman
turns out,
Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
And considering that the entirety of everything that's been released appears to be trolling, who knows which parts of it are true and which aren't.
I'm very excited.
as it turns out, it's just like an MMO, and he gave Mads Mikkelsen and Norman Reedus and
Guillermo
Del Toro Alpha access as their characters.
So those are actually just their characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lol.
Norman Reedus is like, I'm going to be nude but pregnant.
Yeah.
And,
Like-
and
And you
Kojima's
know-
like,
Yeah, sure.
okay.
You do you, man. Who
Yeah.
am I to judge?
I'm Kojima after
Del
all.
Toro's doing a pacifist run.
Yeah. And Mads is like, look,
let's
I
read
got a lot of
this.
stress between filming Hannibal. I just want to blow away some dudes.
Yeah, it's like
Can I have a zombie
Mads Mikkelsen
squad?
is like trying to be like the raid leader, and he's like,
Yeah.
I thought we were all going to get geared up by today.
Wow.
Okay, well, sure. I
I-
guess I'm doing this by myself.
Okay, I guess I'll carry the team again. Could you stop rolling need on tank loot, please?
Jesus. All right. Let's read this.
Sure.
All right,
Hey, the website just turned 14. You know what that means?
time to drop out of grade 9 and get a job at the mill.
No.
Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying porn.
Yes, finally.
No, it's like, yes. Finally.
Finally. Ah, I got it.
Yeah. No.
Ooh, it can start an AO3 account and write 100,000 shameful words about its OC.
No.
But how will it ever totally misunderstand how sex works?
I have some thoughts.
The website could probably get someone to buy beer for it. We already have a keg tap.
Are we bad parents?
Nice.
Do-do-do,
Great.
do-do-do,
And that
do-do-do.
needs like a cutaway of someone like
Damn it.
at
Damn
the
it.
keg, like, full. Just, yeah, we already have a tap. I'm just like, well,
Yeah.
great.
Hey, it's 9 a.m.
Is the keg operational?
I
That's
think
good,
rather than
actually.
are we bad parents, I think we might. I think it's like I think we might be bad parents.
I mean, the rhetorical question, I think, is just as good. It's just sort of like, are we?
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Yeah.
Or is that's the over the black?
No, I kind of like that as a cutaway, and then then Alex will be looking. Yeah, no, I actually like I do like that as a question. Are we bad parents? I do like that.
Should we have stinger text where it's like, damn, Kathleen, this is pretty good. You write pretty well.
Well, stop reading it.
Yeah.
It's like, I never really would have put 98 degrees in Gundam Wing, but here we are.
Please,
Woof.
you are absolutely misrepresenting teenage Catholic franchise.
Evangelion, then. I'm sorry.
No, it's the 98 degrees.
Oh, so the Cure in Evangelion then.
Oh,
Okay.
man, that's... Mondays, I'm in suit.
The Smiths.
Silverchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's go with.
Did you just cringe yourself inside out?
But it's okay because all of those notebooks have been lost to time.
I don't think...
In that totally accidental fire.
I was going to say time is a really interesting euphemism for bonfire.
No, as in like on purpose recycled.
That's the like. That's what you think. But today, we brought them back for you.
I would literally jump out a window and die. I would rather.
It's a neat trick because the window in the door of this room is very small.
How would you like that? Like now, poor little boys and girls. All their stuff, even if they delete it, it's on archive.org,
I
right?
thought I saw a comic like that where somebody meets
Kathleen
their
has
OC
gone into the shame
and it's
dimension.
like unbearably awkward.
Mm.
He's like, oh, nobody understands me. It's so dark. It's like, can we go?
I've literally read a manga about a kid who, from when he was like 5 years old, created a girlfriend for himself, and every year he was making updates to what she was like, and then she comes true, and he has to fucking deal with all the crazy shit, the notebooks and notebooks of crazy stuff he wrote about her.
That sounds
sounds like a horror.
terrifying.
Yeah, in its own way it is.
Yeah. Did you see the Oglaf, where there's the
the wizard who's
prophet?
the prophet who's a 13-year-old boy, or who
He
made all his
just
prophecies.
made all
when he
these
was-
old prophecies when they were 13.
Yeah, and it's like the titty demon.
OMG, new Crapshoot idea. Kathleen, or I mean, I think in this case, Kathleen as a character, forced to appear on a new game show. This is your fanfic.
Oh
Can you
man.
imagine?
Sounds like a live segment.
you could
to me.
not-
Yeah. No, but it's, like that would be a good sketch, right? It'd be like,
Yeah,
They just come out
When
with a
you
stack
were-
of notebooks and you start like hitting your.
when you were 13, you wrote, like self-insert Sonic the Hedgehog fanfic.
Okay.
No,
No, I didn't.
I mean, yes, and here it is. Oh no, you know.
You just get out your asthma
Please
inhaler
stop.
like
Yeah.
oh no, here we go.
It cuts back to the
Will you stop?
The person is like trying to like hang themselves.
Oh god.
got them tied to the chair so they can't leave.
They're just like underneath the chair trying to not be seen.
Oh, that's a hanging attempt, and somebody just comes out and tases you.
Wow, that got dark.
It cuts the producers in the back. It's like, see, what we have to do is we have to break them down completely first before we build them back up.
Lord Husk. I like Will Smith's line about his son. You know, we all said and did dumb shit when we were his age. We just didn't have Twitter and Instagram, so no one sees it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we have that now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
And I mean, like,
he said some amazingly stupid shit. So
I mean, like, when I was 13, I didn't wear white to someone else's wedding.
A white Batman outfit, thank you very much.
Yes.
yeah, like at a certain point, other people can step in and say, "Hey, Jaden,
Don't.
I mean,
maybe
the,
his dad.
the trick with Jaden is that it's not just that he's got like there's like stuff on Twitter or Instagram or whatever that's embarrassing. Is that he's gonna have like multi-million-dollar, incredibly well-produced, embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you could get your fanfic produced by
Actually,
I
Netflix.
believe it's called Neo
Yeah.
Yokio.
Yeah,
You have exquisite
Yeah.
taste in luxury chocolate.
Anyway, do we have a
Luxury?
thing that we can shoot here?
look, I like
Yeah,
Toblerone,
yeah,
but it's not
definitely.
luxury. Yeah, we have a
Yeah.
thing we can shoot.
He doesn't deserve a big Toblerone.
I mean, OG Toblerones may be a luxury now.
With the
The peaks.
with the better spacing. Yeah.
Just, I
Eat the nougat. All right.
things I wish I hadn't read.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot this. So don't go away. We'll be right back to film this crap shot. Thank you also for that. We'll be welcoming all of you at the end.
Are we?
Or perhaps it is you who are watching us. Yes, it's that one. It's the second one. Hi, we're back. We're here in the friend zone, the zone of friends, and we're going to film this. And I should pull the script up for that purpose.
I'll go look up pornography.
Okay.
Nah, not
I
good.
mean, you'll probably land on some if you just do that. Just .com.
Please don't. Come on. The app has just frozen,
Oh, good.
which is real great.
Good for you.
There we go. Okay. I guess this is gonna be mostly close-ups. So let's shoot all of Alex's.
Great.
Because you're right there. So your first one is
Yes.
yes.
Finally.
Exactly like that. Yeah, yeah. I'll be. I think if you sort of look between me, I'll be standing basically sort of over here, and Cam. So it's like, yes, right? Like sort of like darting around the room kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Beej, you want to be able to hear what's going on?
Not really, but
How's that?
oh, it's speech jamming like a mother.
Hello. Are you doing okay now?
It doesn't work when it's you're speaking. You don't speech jam yourself.
All right, you ready?
Okay.
Oh wait, hang on. Ah, yes. We're still shooting in 4K there.
Nut.
Can see all of Alex's pores.
All right. Hang on, actually, one sec. What the? Oh, what? It's fine. We're fine. That's weird.
Huh?
When was the last time we used this camera? Sorry, it was shooting at 50 frames a second.
Oh,
It can
were
do
we?
that?
Yeah, were we in the UK?
Yeah, why pal? Why pal?
Why, pal?
Not your pal.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. 30 frames a second. Okay, this is all much better now. All right, rolling. It can finally look at porn.
Yes. Finally.
One more. Could you do the a little quicker?
Okay.
It can finally look at porn.
Yes. Finally.
That was really good. Then your next line is opening it back up with, this is in response to how will it ever totally misunderstand how sex works? And it's, I have some thoughts.
Okay.
And this is, I guess, mostly to Kathleen, who will say is sitting over there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I have some thoughts.
Great. And then,
And then the last one, it's like,
huh. So be like looking that way, sort of like lean forward and look down that direction. Yeah, and then lean back and address the rest of the room with the, are we bad parents? Go ahead.
huh. Are we bad parents?
One more time so I can follow.
That was really good, though.
Huh. Are we bad parents?
Nice.
Yeah, sound good.
Great.
I'm gonna give this to
And-
Pool.
It means it's time to drop out of grade 9 and go get a job at the mill.
That is your line, yes. So I'm going to move over here.
And I'm looking kind of like at beach.
Basically, yeah. If you
Okay.
stop there, that's where
Or
I'm.
like the, yeah.
Yeah. That isn't shot if you're.
Yes.
Okay. Great. The website turned 14. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go get a job at the mill. I can say that without slurring all those words.
Okay.
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go get a job at the mill.
Maybe a little more like.
Weary?
like it's obvious, like a matter of fact. Like, oh well, it's time for this.
Yeah. Time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
Nice. And I think that's your only line. No, wait.
I'm
no,
over
you have
there,
another-
but we'll be.
Oh, right. Yes, you're at the you're getting a beer, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I could also do the wild line right now if you want for the end.
Oh yeah. We thought of a stinger. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, Cam thought of a stinger.
This is really good, but I wouldn't have put Justin Timberlake in the heavy arms.
Kathleen, you want to react to that? He's claiming that you've done an NSYNC Gundam mashup.
That's just so. That's so disrespectful. Okay, I've got it.
Or we could do something else. Like what would
No,
be
no, no,
a
no,
more
no.
classic?
No, no, I like you implying that I have an NSYNC, and I could just be like, that's so disrespectful. First it was Xenogears, and second it was Blur.
Nice.
Just to maintain a little bit of more trueness to my own self. you know,
Sure.
my own personal truth. Ready?
Yeah.
Cameron, that is super disrespectful. It was Xenogears and Blur. It's like you don't even know me.
Well, it's right here. I guessed your username.
All right. So. Just want to get a little teeny bit more height. I talked about this last week with the sort of the having a conversation between someone who's sitting and standing. I like to aim the camera up and down, but not completely. Like if the camera was actually at my actual head height, this would be just like too much of an angle, unless you're trying to do something particularly
Like that.
you're trying to like do a thing with it. It actually makes people sort of uncomfortable if you do like really, really harsh angles.
Like there was that one shot in Bad Boys where one of the cops is trying to intimidate the hacker that they've brought in.
Yeah.
And the guy stands up and he's like 7'3"
Yeah.
and wearing like these huge Coke bottle glasses. And it does his view of Martin Lawrence where it like it's this super harsh downward angle shot with a fisheye lens.
Yeah.
Because of his glasses, and Martin Lawrence is like ranting at him, but it pitched his voice way up.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah. Michael Bay has a lot of cinematographical style. You can't say he doesn't.
It was a good gag and it got me.
Yeah.
But it was like a gag shot.
To be fair, Bad Boys 2 is great and exactly the sort of movie Michael Bay should be making. See also Pain and Gain. Do not see also any of the Transformers movies.
Is there going to be somebody sitting next to her over there?
It's a good question. Where are you sitting?
We don't know yet.
I can take Boom if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Do
that.
that.
Go.
Weirdo.
That's me.
Old enough to buy porn.
So yeah, I guess well, it's finally old enough. So I guess we'll start with Beach. So well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying porn.
It's
Should we
Finally-
just look at you like you would talk to us?
Well, like start there, but then you can turn like you're in shot, but you're out of focus. You can turn and look at Beach.
Okay.
and I'm looking up at
Basically, it can.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cab we should be
Yeah.
looking at?
Well, it's
Sorry.
Ready?
yeah. Well, it's 14. You know what that means? A little higher, Cam. Sorry.
Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying porn. Should I be more excited?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying. Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying porn.
Okay. And then,
Yes, finally. And then
No, and then Kathleen says.
Oh, it can start an AO3 account and write 100,000 shameful words about its OC.
Terrific.
I'm gonna zip up
So
my fly.
to Cameron?
Yeah. Higher, Cam? A little higher? Great. Go ahead.
Ooh, it can start its own AO3 account and write 100,000 shameful words about its OC.
So higher on the boom. 'cause it's
I'm
dipping-
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's dipping in a shot. What are you doing, Beach?
I'm mad that you won't let me buy porn.
Oh, you look constipated.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're just sort of sitting there like.
Okay.
Just look like maybe cross your arms, just like why?
Sullen.
Yeah. You should be looking at me already because I've said no.
Oh, it can start an AO3 account and then write 100,000 shameful words about its OC.
And then, no, and then, but how will it ever totally misunderstand how sex works?
So just give me with no?
No.
But then how will it ever totally misunderstand how sex works?
Great. And oh right, James. James?
James?
James!
James.
Paul, do you want to be James?
I heard James say yeah.
I think he's in Studio C.
Yeah.
Come on, chat. If you wish hard enough, James might show up.
Everyone clap their hands at home and disturb your neighbors.
I do believe in James. I do. I do. Oh, that's so loud.
It is loud.
Yes, it is. My head just implodes.
One of your eyes.
Yay!
Where do I go? What do I do?
Where do you go?
Chat got
There's a
James
curious
here.
noise of an eyeball hitting the inside of my glasses.
How about you just like lean up against the corner there?
Like this?
Like scratch
Yeah.
your back with a bear.
So your line is, the website could probably get someone to buy beer for it.
Okay. Looking in this sort of general direction?
Yeah, you're sort of like addressing the, like I'm standing sort of in the doorway over here.
Okay. And there are people
and
on the
everyone
couch.
else is sort of, yeah, everyone else is sitting down. And then you can sort of like gesture towards the kitchen area.
The website can get. Sorry, what was it?
The website could probably get someone to buy beer for it.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
The website could probably get somebody to buy beer for it.
Great.
Alright.
And actually, could you run the camera for a second now?
Get all Graham's lines.
Yeah. So let's. Alex. Malix.
Is he in the washroom?
Malix Daisy. Where'd he go? I just saw him.
Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, what? How did?
You can only have so many people in this room.
No, I just don't. I don't understand how he heard Cam and not me. Could you run boom? Because I want Cam to be able to sit back down. This is going to be just a shot, sort of like a whoopsies, sort of a wider establisher. Sorry, Alex. Sorry, come over here. I'm going to unplug your headphones for a second. So this is just like here and then up to me coming in.
Alright.
So
Which blur?
The band.
Wasn't there two?
No,
No, there's
you're
just
thinking
one
of
blur.
Bush.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Bush, that's right.
Bush and Bush Axe.
Right.
do we have any party hats still?
No.
Okay.
So where are you going to?
Plenty of other
So
coffee
I'll be
hats.
here, so I guess adjust the focus from me.
So am I going from Cam or just my
No,
view?
just to me.
Okay.
But you might have to back up because James is going to
Yeah,
start.
I'm going to start down.
Yeah.
Shit.
Extendo.
Why don't we have a dunce cap?
We need like 12.
Yeah, we need so many all the time.
Be as far as it goes.
Hey everyone, the website just turned 14.
All right.
Good.
Yep.
All right. Say when.
Go for it.
Hey everyone, the website just turned 14. You know what that means?
Try that one more time.
Yeah. I have to look at
Did I
this.
have my feet up earlier? I think I did.
They weren't shot.
Well, whatever. Just for consistency.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
And Graham, go.
Morning everybody. The website just turned 14. You know what that means?
I'll try it one more time and come in just a little. I'll give you a 3 too.
Okay.
All right, go for it, Alex. All right. Graham in 3.
Hey everybody, good morning. Good morning. You said? He just said 3 and I got confused.
Yeah, it's your job to keep going.
Okay.
Wow!
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
And 3.
Hey, morning everybody. The website just turned 14. You know what that means? Okay. And then we'll just do a bunch of one-shots. So if you want to just come over here. Sort of, actually, I guess, around about where Cam is, probably.
Is there any shots of Cam or no?
We've already gotten them.
Yeah, we've done shots of Cam.
Uh,
So my first line is, no.
This is of you.
Yeah, this is just one shot.
Various no's.
see, I feel like you should be wearing this.
And just sort of looking up like this.
Yep. About that height probably is good. No.
Do we get Kevin the kegerator? And that's the last shot.
That'll be the last shot.
All right. Recording.
No. Wait. No. And then Beach says that, and Alex says yes, finally. No.
And then I say my stupid AoE thing.
And I'm like, right. No.
Rah!
And then,
I have some ideas.
then I'm talking to you, so if you want to actually then raise it and go sort of over there-ish. Yeah, basically there. By changing where we shoot from, it helps sort of visually lay out the scene.
All right.
Okay. Because James says this, and I'm talking to James. And my line to James is, we already have a keg tap. We already have a keg tap.
Okay.
Right. And then just that one shot of Cam. So.
Is this the saddest cup I could be using to pour a pint? Like a travel tumbler?
I don't know if it'll read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a coffee mug?
Well, we have solo cups.
A coffee mug.
That's pretty trashy. Although,
The one that has active integrity on it?
It's in the
Hang on, I'm
washing
gonna have
machine.
to.
Damn it.
I'm gonna have to be as close to that wall as I can.
How about that vinegar jug? A bowl.
I mean, would it be funny if you were using the little sleeve?
Then I'd actually have to fill it with beer.
Ah,
I'll just use a coffee mug. I think that's kind of like
Yeah.
correctly sad.
And the line is,
Hey, it's 9 o'clock somewhere.
yeah, 9 a.m.
Yeah. Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
All right. Okay, rolling.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Maybe don't even sound that defensive. Just like, hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere. Let me do that again.
Okay.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Nice. Our keg's not actually going right now because we ran out of
phony keg.
whatever it is.
Beer.
The gas. No, we have beer. We don't. What?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
Just hook it up to the natural gas and use methane.
Yeah, we'll just use methane. Perfect. Or helium.
We can do, it's like Flaming Sambuca, only with beer.
Yeah, it's just like a nitro,
Yeah.
like a nitro beer, except it's.
Or like those people who can light their taps on fire. And
Yeah, it's perfect. That was it, right?
Yeah.
I'm just double checking the script to make sure that we got all the lines.
Cam, could you take this?
We sure did. Okay, so now we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. Whoops,
Sorry.
standing on the XLR cable.
Sorry.
We're going to wait.
All right.
We're going to there. Okay. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to edit this crap shot together. So don't go away.
To call us out,
Yeah.
essentially.
I forgot about the mic in
Oh,
here.
we have a mic in here.
Yeah. Hi. Sorry. That's my fault. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Awkward. Loud, loud, loud. Super cut up. Whoa, that's loud.
I mean, it probably
Loud
would
voice.
be. We would have been all very loud.
It's quite loud. I don't know if I'm supposed to adjust it here or let Paul do that. I guess I adjust it here.
Sure. We have control over the laudable.
I made it as loud as we would make a stream in this room.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. And that should be...
Everyone says it's better now.
I don't know how loud this is going to be, though. How was that?
I think that sounded normal, but we can bring it down a little bit. I'll ride the levels. Yeah, is good.
Okay, then I'm
Good.
going to turn it back up. Okay. Hi, everybody. Sorry, we have a very sophisticated inter-moonbase communication system wherein Paul yells that we're live, and I barely hear it, and that's why I was surprised.
Yeah,
and
you've
also,
seen how big the place is.
Yeah, it's a large place. So, oh shit! Did I miss the crapshoot? The writing and the filming, yes, but not the editing. We're going to do that right now. So let's go to this. This shot.
3.
Hey, morning everybody. The website just turned 14. You know what that means? Pulling out of my driveway. You all know what that means.
3.
There we go. A PA system? I don't know that would be awesome. What software do you use to edit? We use this software, which is Final Cut Pro. This version is
10.3.4.
10.3.4. All right, let's get the rest of my dialogue in here. We already have a keg tap. No! And good off-camera rarging. No.
So you're setting blade points.
No.
Because that's like a razor right there, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm also using. There's a great shortcut which is in Final Cut. If you're familiar with Final Cut X, if you use it, Option and the square brackets. Because when you click on the edge here, you see how that yellow line
looks like
a square bracket. So if you imagine that each clip is bounded by 2 square brackets, so if I put the playhead here and press Option and the right-hand square bracket, it goes and just cuts it to that point. So now negative Graham. No. We already have a keg tap. Wait, actually, hang on. You know what that means? No. We already have a keg tap. Good. Great crap shot. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll talk to you next time. All right. Let's get Alex's dialogue in here. Actually, I'm curious. Is this file... Okay, no. We did redo them at 2K. Disappointed Graham the movie. Ship it. In here.
Huh. Are we bad parents?
That line is at the end. So this, again, for those who are new here, this is just rough blocking out the edit.
I have some thoughts.
And we'll do a more complicated. Get in there and fix some frame perfect timing in there.
Yes. Finally.
Any general tips for new editors? Keep it tight. If you think it can be shorter, or if you think you've made it short enough, make it shorter.
And the
time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
You can always use the waveforms as a way of figuring out when the actual lines are happening.
Yep.
Which is very handy.
It is a useful little shortcut. Be gone, phone.
Cameron, that is super disrespectful. It was Xenogears and Blur. It's like you don't even know me.
Right. I forgot.
Wildline. Yeah.
This is was really good, but I wouldn't have put Justin Timberlake in the heavy arms.
Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying. Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying porn.
Right, that goes there. I'm just trying to remember the actual order of the dialogue.
Yeah. Yep. That was not.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah, that looks awful.
No.
Oh, ooh, it can start an AO3 account and then write 100,000 shameful words about its OC.
That is here.
No.
But then how will it ever totally misunderstand how sex works?
Should have told me that earlier. I had a 10-minute project for school, and after filming, writing, editing, I could only get it down to 22 minutes. Yep, that's the problem. You just gotta not fall in love with any given shot.
Kill your darlings.
And if you like, get it down to where you think it needs to be, and then make it half that length. In the case of this, we've purely shot exactly what we need to do to get the dialogue in there.
Yeah.
So like, this is not maybe a great example of that, but when you're starting, you know, you tend to overshoot and you tend to let things go along.
The website could probably get somebody to buy beer for it.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Like, that's funny, Cam's physical acting there with the cup, but
Yeah.
it
Somewhere.
it
There's
won't-
too big a pause.
Yeah, it won't be quick enough to keep, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So. So, next thing I'm going to do is separate the audio and video. Well, by separate, it's still linked together, but this will let me do those J and L cuts I've talked about before. So-called because of the shape. See? This is now a capital L shape. I'm in the way. That's a bad example. Let's do it over here. There, that clip is now a capital L. Or if we went the other direction, a J. And that just helps with sound and
Yeah,
timing.
it feels more natural because the audio starts just prior to the video, right? Or it starts like after, because it feels like they intersect more and they feel like an actual cohesive scene.
Yeah, and you can actually do like overlays and stuff.
Yeah.
Or, like, you can run stuff over another. You can run someone's dialogue over shots of someone reacting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, morning everybody. The website just turned 14. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
So there's an example of that's not quick enough. So rather than just, if we cut it too tight like this, you know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
Right? Like, I don't mind cutting the timing there, but I'm still saying the S noise means, right? So I'm actually just going to trim it in like this and keep the audio running. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go.
And I'm actually going to get Cam to start quicker too. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of.
That's too quick. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
When Kathleen and I first started dating ages ago, she would be in the room while I was editing, and she'd be like, "Why do you keep playing the same section over and over again?" And I'm like, "I'm just trying to get it right." And you know, now she does an assload of editing for us and completely understands this. But initially, it was like, "Why do you just keep listening to the same section like 10 times over and over again?" And it's like, well, I'm making minuscule adjustments every single time.
Yeah.
Just turned 14. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
It was a subtle dig at you getting some headphones for yourself, I think. Also, Heather's XLR cable is not totally in shot when Graham walks in. Heather's SDI cable is totally in shot.
That's true. That is the SDI cable. That blue one on the floor there, that is the SDI cable that the camera that you were watching it from was running on. And it doesn't matter. 14. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
No.
Well,
so I want to get me lowering my hands, because this shot ended with my hands up. So I want to have me lowering my hands, but if we wait till Cameron's done and then we cut to me, no, then it's too long of a pause. So I'm running that over the end of Cameron's dialogue.
Go and get a job at the mill.
No. To still get both of those things in there. So I'm going to turn cam up a little more. Means, and me, in the wide shot here. 14. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
No.
Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying porn.
Yes.
So I want to get just enough of Kathleen's reaction in there, but I really want Alex's yes to come in like very quickly.
Away with buying porn.
Yes. Finally.
No.
Oh.
That is that is the next line, isn't it? The no right there.
I thought it was.
Yeah, good.
Has Lur ever had to shoot and edit to a specific time like we would do on TV?
Yes.
Anything spring to mind specifically?
1 second. Yeah, the toughest edit we've ever had in terms of timing was the conspiracy video that we did for Wizards of the Coast, which was the draft and 2 full games of conspiracy had to be, which was it was a 45, so it was a full draft, which was like 20 something minutes, and then a 45-minute game of Magic, and then like an hour and 10-minute game of Magic. And all of that, plus the interviews, had to be under half an hour.
Jesus. So you only have time for maybe like, you have to get the interviews in, of course, but you have to have like the best plays, but you also have to be able to keep
It has
the
to be
narrative of the
cohesive.
game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Strip search was very difficult, but we didn't have a hard time limit. Like strip search definitely had things where it was like, cut that, we don't need that, make that shorter, or like this is too long, this section's too long. There was a lot of going back and forth about that. But the conspiracy one was the one with the hardest like cut. And here's the thing. It could have been twice as long. There was an hour of content there. There was more than an hour of content, obviously. But if you watch it, it flows. Like it works. Obviously there's stuff missing and obviously we're jumping around, but it works. That's the hardest thing, is getting it to actually like, happen. You guys should see some of Josh Lee Kwai's editing on the Game Nights videos. I mean, that's basically the same thing that we did for the conspiracy video. I can't fathom that they do Game Nights that often.
Finally.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Ooh. It can start.
I'm actually gonna cut Kathleen's first sound there.
Okay.
Ooh.
Because then this is her coming in more.
Yeah, emphatically.
Yeah. No.
Ooh. It can start an AO3 account and then write 100.
I'm actually gonna extend that there. No.
Ooh. It can start an AO3 account and then write 100,000 shameful words about its OC.
No.
No.
But then how will it ever?
That happens sometimes.
No.
Where you hear the
feed.
No.
Yeah. Strip search came out really well, thank you. Was there a reason the episodes kept getting longer? As the show went on, there was just more. As people connected with the contestants more, there just was more and more relevant stuff to keep in. Also, we were under a deadline, and it got harder and harder as the show went on, and so maybe we didn't make things quite as tight as we could have.
Shameful words about its OC. Its OC.
No! No!
But then how will it ever totally misunderstand how sex works?
I have some thoughts.
Works. Misunderstand how sex works.
I have some thoughts.
The website could probably get
Just editing in silence. These are just, I'm just putting tiny little fades on the audio from the clips because they're overlaying, just so that there's no like hard cuts to any background noise. Sometimes you'll hear little stuff like that.
Misunderstand how sex works.
I have some thoughts.
The website could probably get somebody to buy beer for it.
We already have a keg tap.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Huh.
I want it to cut to Cam as soon as he starts saying that line. I actually want to see if I can cut from James before he starts turning his head.
Oh yeah. Just as he starts.
He's
turning.
not actually talking about the keg.
Yeah.
I realize I said I
gesture.
I incorrectly directed him to gesture to the keg tap.
I was gonna say something actually.
Yeah. But he's not talking about that because I'm the one who says we have a keg tap. So I'm trying to clip that out.
The website could probably get somebody to buy beer for it.
We already have a keg. So I'm gonna cut my line in quicker.
Probably get somebody to buy beer for it.
We already have a keg tap. Please keep Cam's physicality. I'd love to, but it's too long. Like it's. This is such a quick speed thing. Already have a keg tap.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Huh.
Like
it really breaks the
yeah. It's I love it, but there's too much space there. Something smells delicious out there.
Yeah, I know, right? It's either your food or my food.
It's not my food.
It's my food.
Oh. It could be Kathleen's food. But it certainly isn't my food.
You're not having the same food as Kathleen?
No, I don't know what she's having.
So,
how the fuck did that happen?
yeah, that's what I'd like to know.
Let's never buy your ice cube trays at the dollar store.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
So, the function of an ice cube tray is to withstand being twisted to detach the ice from it.
No, I would argue that the primary function of ice cube tray is to contain water to turn into ice. And it's pretty much done that, hasn't it?
Open your mouth. Give me a minute. I'll be back.
Lexicat, could you
I'll
keep
be
the physical
waiting.
joke by cutting some of the dead space in the middle where he waits until doing that? So, I'll show you why that's not going to work. Because...
9 a.m. somewhere.
It jumps. There is an opportunity to... We could try making it go faster.
9 a.m. somewhere.
But that also doesn't work. So... That's something we would have to reshoot and ask him to do
Very unnatural.
to do more quickly.
For it.
We already have a keg tap.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Huh. Are we bad parents?
I love Alex's
Because this is where the pause needs to be.
I love Alex's sounds a lot like the
Somewhere.
honk.
Huh. Are we bad parents?
You're very similar.
Somewhere.
Are we?
No, that does not work at all.
Not.
No. All right. So let's take a look at how it works with all the timing. Hey, morning everybody. The website just turned 14. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
No.
Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying porn.
Yes.
Sorry, I was just tweaking some timing there. One more time. Hey, morning everybody. The website just turned 14. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
No.
Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying porn.
Yes. Finally.
No.
Ooh, it can start an AO3 account and then write 100,000 shameful words about its OC.
No.
But then how will it ever totally misunderstand how sex works?
I have some thoughts.
The website could probably get somebody to buy beer for it.
We already have a keg tap.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Huh. Are we bad parents?
This is really good.
All right. Yeah, hang on.
You cannot buy porn at 14 in Canada. What you can do is maybe look old enough to get away with buying porn, which is what I literally say.
Yes. That is the joke.
This is really good, but I wouldn't have put Justin Timberlake in the heavy arms.
Cameron, that is super disrespectful. It was Xenogears and Blur. It's like you don't even know me. Even know me.
I hate to be a shit about this, but I don't like Kathleen's line there because Cameron says something, he establishes a literal reality, and then she completely gainsays it.
Yes.
Which it wouldn't make any sense as to why Cameron would say that in the first place then.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But in the case of if it was in the main bulk of it, then I would be agreeing with you. But it's a stinger. It's fun times. You're totally right.
Yeah,
you're totally right. But is Alex's final shot necessary? I mean, probably not. Like I'm sure that this reads fine, just like this. Already have a keg tap.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
But that is good. I'm not going to say it's not good. But
it doesn't sum up the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we bad parents?
Which definitely does.
Yeah. So I think this is good. So now it's on to color correction. This is all. I think Alex's final shot comes in too fast. I disagree. Because it's all very rapid fire up to the and then there's this pause where the crap shot breathes.
Mm-hmm.
We already have a keg tap.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Huh. Are we bad parents?
Yeah.
Like the idea, and I know for everyone who's watching at home, it's you're all kind of like, okay, maybe the pause isn't necessary, and it's like, but for anyone who hasn't seen this yet, you've gone so fast, and you get to a point where it's like, it's fast, and then there's a pause, and everyone's on the edge of their seats. The tension builds for what the final line is going to be.
Yeah.
That's why that's in there.
Yeah. And NDSB, I'm with you that I think the physical acting from Cam is good. I think getting it in there would negatively impact the rest of the crap shot as a whole. So I'm not doing it. Sorry. I love having everyone involved, but at a certain point, I need to be a dictator about it and be like, no.
Yeah, the guy with the actual mouse is the editor, after all. Oh man, that looks so much better with color correction.
I know, right? Raise the mids a little bit. And I think the actual white balance is pretty darn good.
Oh, wow.
Hey, morning everybody. The website just turned yeah, looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, NDSB. I don't mind difference of opinions. Everyone has differences of opinion when we're dealing with the crapshoot. I mean, you're literally seeing how it's made, right? And so you're right in here being like, but you could just change that. Like, we're here in the process. You could change that, And so I'm totally cool with people disagreeing about how it's done, and comedy is subjective and all that. But I'm doing it my way. Open to suggestions, but I'm doing it my way. But hopefully explaining my reasoning for it. So this was all shot in the same room on the same lens. So we should be able to just paste the same color correction settings over everything else.
It doesn't let you select every clip and just say apply to all?
No, it does, but I'm just like checking.
Oh, you want to see?
I'm just checking them individually. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'm going to paste them all except for the shot of Cam, because that one's in a different location. So I want to make sure of that one independently. Whoops.
Ooh, yeah, that's a little hot.
No, what happened was I pasted it in there a second time.
Right. Oh, that's handy.
That's how it started. Now it looks like this. Or this. No. No.
Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying porn.
Yes. Finally.
No. Yeah, it's interesting actually. These shots of me have less contrast.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Then I'm gonna add a little more shadows there, and actually take some of the shadows off of this one, and this one, and this one, just so that there's actually some detail in the dark colors, because otherwise it's just like,
oh yeah, it's just a flat black.
Cam is wear Vanta black coat or sweater, But now there's actually, I don't know if this is how much this is coming across on the stream, but now there's actually, you can see like the folds and stuff in it.
Yeah. That actually seems pretty good.
Where'd you get your sweater? I got this sweater at a secondhand store on Salt Spring Island. You remember that vlog I did? Remember I did a vlog about Kathleen and Penelope and I going to Salt Spring Island? Got that on that trip. Because we have a children's book called Little You, which is a lovely book. And there's a mom and a dad and a baby. And there's a shot in the book of the dad and the baby sitting in a boat, and the dad's wearing like a Argyle turtleneck with a very similar pattern. And I saw it in the book. I was like, that's a nice sweater. And the dad has a beard and everything. I'm like, that's a nice sweater. And then I saw this at the secondhand store, and I was like, I want that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was briefly kind of like, you saw it and you're like, well, I guess I'm going to Salt Spring Island and crawling through all their secondhand stores until I find this sweater.
No. I had noted that the sweater was a thing that I liked, and then when I saw this in the secondhand store, I was like, oh shit, it's just like the one from the book.
Oh yeah, that needs to come down a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. See, it's weird because this shot just has a lot of
white
in it, and if I take it down too much, it just turns into sort of bland ass gray.
Yeah.
So I can only take it down a little bit. This is going to be more about the mid-tones, I think. This shot just has a lot of white in it. There's not a lot that can really be done about it.
We should buy a different colored fridge.
Yeah.
We should just paint the fridge. We should paint the fridge.
Let's paint the fridge.
Let's get a vinyl wrap for the fridge.
The
and spin us.
The fridge is the new, should be the new gratitude wall.
Yeah.
It's the loading ready run gratitude fridge. No. If shooting with a DSLR, what should one do with aperture and shutter speed? I mean, that depends entirely on what you want to shoot. Like, aperture, I would always recommend, unless there's a reason not to shoot with the smallest aperture you can. This was all shot at f1.4.
Because you want lots of light.
Because that gives you more light in the best way possible, rather than cranking up your ISO or your shutter speed, and you get lovely depth of field where see James is in focus, and then almost immediately behind him, you get this lovely out of focus. So always make the, for me anyway, always make the aperture the smallest that you can, and then like ideally under correct lighting conditions, your shutter speed shouldn't have to be crazy. Like our shutter speeds are usually like 1/30 or 1/60. I like to keep it roughly the same as the same or a multiple of the frame rate, but you can sort of do whatever.
For anyone wondering the reason, because I'm going to try to sum this up and you can correct me, but the reason having a nice blurry background is important is because it helps whatever's in the foreground pop. Like there, it's like you can see me very well, and of course that Kathleen's out of focus because I'm the subject.
Yeah, you're the focus.
And then we adjust that, and now I'm out of focus. And it's like, I'm not as important. You should be focusing on Kathleen.
Yeah. I was wondering why a smaller aperture. Oh, sorry, yeah, Rocket John. Sorry, yes, the largest aperture, smallest number. Yeah, sorry. Yes, it's f-stop. This has always bothered me, but yeah, you want the smallest number, because the smaller the number gives you the larger aperture and lets in the most light. It's the ratio to the focal length. Yes. Yeah. So, the lens that we use for this is what's called a prime lens, which is different from a zoom lens. A zoom lens is one you can like twist one of the rings and it'll zoom in and out, or on a point and shoot, you can press the zoom button, it'll zoom in and out. A prime lens only has one, like it doesn't zoom. So if you want to be closer to someone, you have to just physically move the camera. But because of that, they can make the glass differently, and it can allow for smaller f-stops than are available on zoom lenses, and that allows more light in. So they just look really nice. That's it. We're done. Let's watch it. Hey, morning everybody. The website just turned 14. You know what that means?
Time to drop out of grade 9 and go and get a job at the mill.
No.
Well, it's finally old enough to get away with buying porn.
Yes. Finally.
No.
Ooh, it can start an AO3 account and then write 100,000 shameful words about its OC.
No.
But then how will it ever totally misunderstand how sex works?
I have some thoughts.
The website could probably get somebody to buy beer for it.
We already have a keg tap.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Huh. Are we bad parents?
How's that?
It's good.
This is
Oh, and
it's
then-
really good,
yes.
but I wouldn't have put Justin Timberlake in the heavy arms.
Cameron, that is super disrespectful. It was Xenogears and Blur. It's like you don't even know me.
Nice.
Cool.
That's it.
Hey, good job.
Yeah.
I missed the whole thing because I was really hungry because I haven't eaten anything yet today.
Just curious if it's worth it to put some sort of sound effect in there.
That's real subtle, real nice.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Wow, listen to that face.
We already have a keg tap.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Oh, that's good.
That is good, actually.
Wow.
Make it a little quieter, though.
Keg tap.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Huh.
Gonna fade it out.
For it.
We already have a keg tap.
Hey, it's 9 a.m. somewhere.
Huh. Are we bad parents?
Nice. All right. So, now, to welcome the subs, which I'm not going to mess up this time, he said. Oh, I think Paul already set it up. Look at that. All right, let's do it. Hut D-Dubs with a 13-month resub. Congrats on 14 years, LRR. I'm always amazed at how much great stuff you've all done. Thank you, D-Dubs.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Jay Chinnick.
Hey, Jason.
For 5 glorious months. Merry birthversary. Thank you, Jason.
Daniel Lewis, 84, with a 3-month resub. Hippie Bath Day.
And Neuter Commuter for 11 months. Sweet Fancy Moses, what did I miss if this is where the conversation is already?
Not a lot, actually. Dr. Hutch with a 3-month resub. Merry birthday. Thank you so much.
I feel like we're going to get a lot of those. And Dispimu for 10 months. Welcome back to the channel, Dispimu.
Evil Clock with an 11-month resub. Storm count rises. Happy Earth Day.
As Your Shock for 2 months. Love you guys. Love you too, As Your Shock. Welcome back to the channel.
Appreciate it. Pious Fraud, a new subscriber. Welcome.
Wampa X for 41 months. There's trouble at the mill. There's trouble at the mill. One of the crossbeams has gone askew on the treadle.
I don't know. He just told me to come in here and say one of the crossbeams gone askew on treadle. March of Bears, a new sub. Welcome to the channel. Thank you.
RL Yoshi 1 back for 8 months. I didn't expect this kind of Spanish Inquisition.
G7891 with a 5-month resub. You guys are the greatest. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
This is a dead parent.
47150N for 7 months. Love all the work you guys do. Keep up the wonderful and amazing work.
Sprunderscore is trying not to be seen with a 9-month resub. Sub baby.
Obsidian Wolf for 7 months. Happy birthday, Lur. I may have only been watching for 7 months, but it's been fantastic. Glad to hear it. I hope you keep coming back.
The Elrad with a 24-month resub. Urge to meme rising. Beach.
Lava Bear Acolyte for 6 months. Something about 6 months? I bought baby clothes today. Great.
Getting ready for it. King Lemaine with a 34-month resub. 34 down, N minus 34 to go, where N is a natural number.
That's encouraging. GZ56 for 6 months, and on that day, the 14th Lurth Day, Lurd made too much hashtag content and no one could watch it all, but it was really sweet anyway. The end.
Yeah, we've got 2 more streams today. Ash Burnham with a 13-month resub. Lucky number 13. Love you guys. Keep up the awesome. Thank you.
It's Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th.
Jack Slack for 3 months. Hippy Pappy birthday. I think I nailed it.
Penelope talking to our cat. Noble Vegas with 24-month resub. Chaos, mayhem, laughter. It looks like your work here is awesome. Keep up the great work. Oh, and something, 20 months.
Squirrel Earl for 23 months. It is a good day to celebrate an anniversary. Congrats on the continued success. Thank you, Squirrel Earl.
to celebrate an anniversary. Armando SC has honor. With a 13-month resub, 13-month on Friday the 13th. Isn't it spoopy?
Pentatonic Penguin is a new subscriber. Welcome, Penguin. Glad to have you here.
Honey Badger 805, don't care. With a 2-month resub. This is brilliant and helpful. Thanks, you guys. Thank you.
Welcome. Captain Hat for 50 months. 50? That sure is a number. It is a number, Captain Hat.
Pinnery with a 17-month resub. 14 years, that's almost 2 months. And what great months they've been. Here's to many more. Wow, that really fucked me up.
Hugh Munculus for 19 months. Oh no, not another one.
Here comes another one. Wanderlusting Spaniard with a 2-month resub. Welcome back.
Unremitting for an entire 10 months. Welcome back, Unremitting.
Quirp. Beer heart with an 18-month resub. The corp's been around longer than that.
AJ Malik's back for the 7th month. Happy Luriversary. Thank you, AJ.
Happy Learniversary. Happy Learniversary. Shh. Dragon 1012. A new sub. Welcome to the channel.
And DigiGoner's also a new sub. Welcome to the channel.
Canoe Crasher with a 5-month resub. 5 months of fun times. Happy Lur Day.
Aiko and Mog for 45 months. Oh god, my house has no more space for sub babies, and I just delivered another one.
Wowee.
Start giving them away.
Thank you, Aiko and Mog. Finn Asvandi with a new sub because they keep forgetting to renew their Twitch Prime sub. Well, thank you anyway.
Unhinged Bear for 6 months. I'll be celebrating by watching the streams all day. Thank you.
We'll be celebrating by doing them. A Vast Games 51 with a 31-month resub. Hey, Graham, would it be possible for y'all to play Overwatch again sometime? Yeah. I think so.
Sure.
I don't know when, but yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And thanks for 2,778 bits from Earth and One, Null, Cola, Ship, Jack, Slack, Just a Conspiracy, Modown Joe, Unhinged Bear, Rock Pusher, Valhalla Knight, W. Nivik, Tragic MTG, Frankenfruity, and Rulstk, RZLTDK. And 1,414 of those were from Null Cola Ship with a 1414-bit bit donation. So
that's very apt.
Thank you so much. And now I think I have to click. Wait, do I click clear? There.
Sounds
that's
good.
That's how I do it. Great. Alrighty. That's gonna do it. Don't go away. Come back in. Oh wow, like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
For Let's Nope with Alex and Ben. Yeah.
Just come on
just
back.
Wait right there. They'll be right back. Goodbye. No, don't.
No, don't.
No, Paul's got to do it.
Paul's got to do it.
Bye.